Monster80, otherwise known as Baymon LOL, and this is my tips and tricks video for this week. Basically, I haven't done a video for the last couple of weeks, so I decided to put something together. And this is not necessarily directed again towards the higher level people, and I don't think that for the most part that most of the people that would be watching this video are higher level, but or higher elo, I guess. But what this is for is for people who are kind of either learning the game or are low elo and are trying to figure out what they should be doing. And this week I wanted to talk about how you can help your jungler out. Now, what you see in the background is a pro game. This is from the IEM, or the Intel Extreme Masters World Championship for 2012-2013. And but there's not really much to say about that, other than that's just what's kind of in the background. So what I wanted to talk about again is what you can do to help your jungler. The first thing is if you expect to get a gank, don't push your lane. It's very difficult for a jungler to dive a tower unless they're extremely powerful compared to your opponent. So if you're under their tower already because you've pushed their lane so far and you're screaming for a gank, you're simply just not going to get it, because it doesn't make any sense that you should get it, because they need to be able to come in, hit your opponent, slow them down enough so that both you and them can do enough damage to kill them off. The next thing that you need to consider is calling for a gank. I don't have a problem with somebody asking me for a gank. In actuality, that's most times when I have the better times as far as ganking people, is when somebody asks me for a gank. And I don't have a problem doing that. But when you're asking, make sure that you are in position to have that gank be successful. Because nobody wants to just come into a game and have themselves die. They don't want to come into their gank and have themselves die. It just doesn't make any sense. Another thing that you can do to help your jungler out is to try to win your lane on your own. Now you see that the game is over in the background, and I am sorry for that. We're going to just talk over top of these clapping a little bit. I'm only going to have a couple tips for this. But to win your lane on your own, to be able to win your lane on your own. Now I know that's not always possible, and I know sometimes there's 2v1, 3v1s. Sometimes you're you're the AD carry and the support person DCs or something like that happens, and I understand that. And then your jungler should be helping you, and if they're not helping you, you have every right to say something to them. But under normal circumstances, if the game is 5v5 and all the lanes are right where they need to be, then you need to be attempting to win your lane. And if you aren't winning your lane, you need to let your jungler know immediately that you're not going to be able to win your lane, that this person you're playing against is simply too strong. So to go over the things that I said don't push your lane too far, because what that'll do is create a situation where your jungler has to dive under their tower to fight. Two is, if you need a gank, call for the gank, but don't expect your jungler to come give you a gank if you've pushed the lane. And the third one is, try to win your lane. If you're not winning your lane, let your jungler know the situation. Those seem like really simple tips, but those simple tips could really help your jungler out, and maybe not just help your jungler, but help you out in the end. That's all I've got for today. This is CMonster80, otherwise known as Baymon LOL, signing out.